Hi students, welcome to our chemistry online class. Today our topic is chemical properties of alcohols. Chemical properties of alcohols. That is, first property here is esterification. First property we are going to see is esterification. Esterification, name itself mention that formation of ester. The name itself explain the formation of ester is esterification. Esterification means formation of ester. It is also called as acetylation. What is acetylation? In esterification, the COCH3 group is going to add to alcohol. So, esterification is formation of ester by adding which group? COCH3. By adding which group? COCH3. And now, commonly, any alcohol react with carboxylic acid or acid derivatives, acid chloride, acid anhydride, acid or acid derivative. Any alcohol react with acid or acid derivative, it has a tendency to form a ester. So, any alcohol react with acid, it has a tendency to form a ester. Any alcohol react with acid, it forms a ester. It forms a ester. So, now, ethyl alcohol, example for that one is ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol react with acetic acid, gives ester. Any alcohol react with acid has a tendency to form ester. Ester is nothing but COO group is called as a ester. COO group is called as a ester. How this reaction takes place? This hydrogen, alcohol hydrogen, and this OH group in acid goes out as a water molecule. Remaining is COCH3, no? This group come and add here. This CO. So, OC2H5, OC2H5. How to write the ester name? Find out the alkyl group which is attached to oxygen. What is the alkyl group here? Ethyl. So, ethyl, what is this? Acetate. Acetic acid derivative, no? Instead of C2H5, if you have H means it is called acetic acid. If you remove hydrogen from any acid, it is called acetate. So, it is called as acetate. And the C2H5 is called ethyl. Ethyl acetate. So, this is formation of ester called as esterification. Any alcohol react with acid gives ester. Any alcohol react with acid gives ester. How the reaction involves? Alcohol, hydrogen, acid goes out as a water molecules to form ester. How to name the ester? Find out the alkyl group attached to oxygen. What is the alkyl group here? Ethyl attached to oxygen. So write ethyl first. This is which acid? Acetic acid. So acetate, ethyl acetate. This is acid. We can also prepare this by using the acid derivative, no? We can also prepare this by using the acid derivatives. Now, ethyl alcohol using acetic anhydride. This is acid derivative, acetic anhydride. Ethyl alcohol with acetic anhydride. Now, alcohol react with acid or acid anhydride. How the reaction takes place here? This hydrogen with this. Which group added here? COCH3. COCH3. So, we get CH3CO, OC2H5. OC2H5. Which group attached to oxygen? Ethyl. So, this is acetate. So, ethyl acetate with the removal of acetic acid. Now, it is acid halide. Now, it is acid halide. Acid halide means acetyl chloride. Example, acetyl chloride in the presence of pyridine. That is, the reaction takes place in base medium. Reaction takes place in base medium. How the reaction takes place here? HCl goes out. Now, CH3CO, OC6H5. This bond is there, no? So, this oxygen come and form a bond with the CO group, carbonyl group. So, what is alkyl or aryl? This is aryl. Phenyl group is added here. So, it is called phenyl. What is this? Acetate. So, it is called phenyl acetate. Phenyl acetate. That is, next, pyridine. Why pyridine is added, used here? Pyridine is used to neutralize the HCl. Pyridine is used to neutralize the HCl. Used to neutralize the HCl, used to neutralize the HCl. Now it is acetylation. Acetylation of salicylic acid. We already discussed, what is acetylation? Acetylation is nothing but acetyl group added. So now acetylation of salicylic acid. What is salicylic acid? That is in a benzene ring. If only one OH is there means it is called phenol. COOH is also there means it is called salicylic acid. So salicylic acid plus acetic anhydride CH3CO CH3. How this reaction takes place? CH3CO Now which one involved in the reaction? We are studying about the alcohol, no? So which group goes out? CH3COOH goes out. And we get acetyl group COCH3 added here. OCOCH3. This is called acetyl salicylic acid. This acetyl group is added to which one? Salicylic acid. Instead of hydrogen we have acetyl group. So it is called acetyl salicylic acid. Its common name is aspirin tablet. We heard, no? Aspirin tablet is nothing but acetyl salicylic acid. So this is one of the important remark. Acetylation of salicylic acid or aspirin. How will you prepare? Aspirin from alcohol, that is salicylic acid, that is acid derivative. Now we are going to see the reactions involving cleavage of CO bond in alcohol. Reactions involving the cleavage of CO bond in alcohol. CO means R CO OH, this bond breaks here. CO. Alcohol with alkyl halide gives alkyl halide with HCl. That is reaction with hydrogen halide, HCl, HBr, anything. So any alcohol react with HX means HCl, HBr, etc. gives alkyl halide. So the test for the formation of alkyl halide is Lucas test. Lucas test is one of the important, all name reactions are important reaction. Lucas test is used to distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Lucas test is used to distinguish the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Any reaction, we need one reagent, no? Here the Lucas reagent is concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. Lucas test is used to distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. So reagent used for that is concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. Now it is tertiary alcohol. Why it is tertiary alcohol? COH group is there, no? So it is tertiary. Butyl, how many carbon atom is there? 4 carbon is there. So tertiary butyl alcohol. How this reaction takes place? H2O goes out. This is dehydration. This is called dehydration. Water goes out, no? So dehydration. Instead of OH, we have to put Cl. we put Cl. So now tertiary butyl chloride. Lucas test. We are taking the third, that is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol forms the turbidity immediately. With the anhydrous zinc chloride and concentrated HCl. What about the secondary alcohol? What we discussed about the primary alcohol? We have to discuss. So first we discussed tertiary. It gives the turbidity immediately. What about the secondary alcohol? This is a secondary alcohol. CHOH group is there, no? So it is secondary alcohol called isopropyl alcohol. Standard example for secondary alcohol is isopropyl alcohol. The reagent Lucas test is concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. How the reaction takes place? OH and H goes out as water molecule. Instead of OH, we have to substitute the Cl. So we get isopropyl chloride. Isopropyl chloride. So turbidity appears within 5 to 10 minutes. Tertiary alcohol means immediately. Secondary alcohol means up to 5 to 10 minutes. Now we are going to see the primary alcohol. Standard example for primary alcohol is, now it is primary alcohol. So primary alcohol with Lucas reagent, that is concentrated HCl and anhydrous zinc chloride. It has a tendency to give the ethyl chloride, but it does not forms at room temperature. This type of turbidity. What is turbidity? This chloride formation is there, no? So it is insoluble. So it forms seems to be turbid. So there is no reaction at room temperature. When it is obtained on heating, it has a tendency to form a turbidity. That is ethyl chloride is formed. That is tertiary alcohol forms the turbidity immediately. Secondary alcohol 5 to 10 minutes. Tertiary, that is primary alcohol only on heating. What is Lucas reagent? Anhydrous zinc chloride and concentrated HCl. Anhydrous zinc chloride and concentrated HCl. Now we are going to see the reactivity order of alcohols. We discussed about the reactivity, that is alcohols with the Lucas reagent, no? What about the reactivity in Lucas test? Tertiary is highly reactive than secondary, which is more reactive than primary. So this is important, Lucas test. Now it is reaction with phosphorus trichloride or phosphorus chloride, halides normally. Alcohol converted to alkyl halide by using another reagent, that is PCl3, PCl5, thionyl chloride. PCl3, PCl5. If you want bromide means PBr3. So PCl3 or PBr3, PCl5, thionyl chloride. SOCl2 is called as a thionyl chloride. Now, how this reaction takes place? Ethyl alcohol with PCl3. We have to take 3 molecules of ethyl alcohol. Why we have 3 Cl, no? So, remove this OH. Instead, put the 3 Cl. So, we get ethyl chloride. With the removal of H3PO3. 3 hydrogen, 3 oxygen with 1 phosphorus. 3 hydrogen, 3 oxygen with 1 phosphorus. So, H3PO3. It is phosphorus acid. PCl3 means you have to take 3 molecules of ethyl alcohol. The reaction takes place in the base called pyridine. And the byproduct here is phosphorus acid. And now it is ethyl alcohol with PCl5. PCl3 means 3 molecules. Now we are going to see the PCl5. How this PCl5 involved? Cl, PCl3, Cl. You have to write in this manner. Cl. PCl3 should be written directly to the O. Here Cl. What happens? HCl goes out. POCl3 goes out. We get ethyl chloride. So PCl5 with alcohol means write in this manner. That is Cl, PCl3, Cl. Cl should be along with the alkyl. PCl3 with O and Cl with H. So we get ethyl chloride with PCl5. Now we are going to see the reaction with thionyl chloride. It is called as a thionyl. Why it is called as thio? Sulfur is there, no? So it is thionyl chloride. How this reaction takes place? Cl, SO, Cl. HCl goes out. SO2 goes out. We get methyl chloride. So, in this manner, we are going to convert the alcohol to halide. And this thionyl chloride reaction follows SN2 mechanism. SN2, what is SN2? SN2 means one-step reaction. One-step reaction. Reaction takes place in one step. Substitution, that is bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. Nucleophile come and attack by replacing OH substitute the Cl. So nucleophilic substitution reaction. And next is dehydration. Next we are going to see is dehydration. Dehydration means removal of water. Hydration. So hydra means water. D, removal. So removal of water. So alcohol with protic acid. Protic means, that means which contains H plus. Acid which contains the H plus is taken as a protic acid. What are the protic acids we are going to see here? Concentrated sulfuric acid, H3PO4, anhydrous zinc chloride, alumina. These are the protonated, that is dehydrating agent. Dehydrating agent. Having a proton, these two having a proton. Alkene, dehydration, alcohol on dehydration gives alkenes. Enes means compound containing a double bond. Compound containing a double bond. So dehydration, alcohol and dehydration gives alkenes. With this type of dehydration using a protic acid. Using a protic acid. So now we are going to see the ethanol. Ethanol is nothing but ethyl alcohol. Its IUPAC name is ethanol. Now, ethanol undergoes dehydration by heating with concentrated. It is a powerful dehydrating agent. At 443 Kelvin, it is a powerful dehydrating agent. At 443 Kelvin, ethyl alcohol. With this, ethyl alcohol can be written like this also. So, dehydrating agent, no, it has a tendency to remove the water. 2 carbon, OH from one carbon and one hydrogen from another carbon. In this manner, the water molecule goes out. If you remove any atom or group from the adjacent carbon atom means you have to introduce one bond, no? So CH2 double bond, CH2. How this reaction takes place? Ethyl alcohol can be written like this. CH3, CH2OH. H2SO4 concentrated sulfuric acid is a powerful dehydrating agent. It is a powerful dehydrating agent. How the water molecule goes out? One hydrogen from one carbon and OH from another carbon goes out. If you remove any atom or group from the adjacent carbon, you have to introduce one bond. So we get this. What is the name of this compound? Ethene. That is ethylene. Ethylene. This is an example for primary alcohol. Now, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol we are going to see. Secondary alcohol means CHOH. Yes, CHOH. Example, standard example is isopropyl alcohol. So, mild dehydrating agent than concentrated sulfuric acid. So, concentrated sulfuric acid is a powerful dehydrating agent that must be used for primary alcohol. For secondary alcohol, we can use the 85% of H3PO4 is nothing but phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid. This already here, no, from PCl3. The byproduct obtained is phosphorus acid, H3PO3. That is phosphorus 4. So phosphoric. H3PO4, so phosphoric acid. It is a dehydrating agent. How this reaction takes place? H2O goes out. OH from one carbon, H from one carbon. If you remove any atom or group from the adjacent carbon, you have to introduce one bond. So CH3, CH double bond, CH2. CH3, CH double bond, CH2. What is the name of this compound? Propylene. Propylene. We are studying a dehydration. Dehydration is nothing but the removal of water. Removal of water. Next we are going to see the tertiary alcohol. Now we are going to see the COH is there, no? So it is tertiary alcohol. Now this tertiary alcohol on dehydration with 20%. So the dehydrating agent power decreases from primary to tertiary. So using a mild dehydrating agent itself, it has a tendency to remove the water molecules. So OH from one carbon and H from next carbon. If you remove any atom or group from the adjacent carbon atom, you have to introduce one bond, no? So it becomes double bond CH2. So it becomes double bond CH2. Now, what is the relative order of dehydration of alcohol? Tertiary greater than, secondary greater than, primary. This is the same as the Lucas test. There also we are removing the water, no? So, tertiary greater than, secondary greater than, primary. Important 1 mark. That is, tertiary dehydration of alcohol order is tertiary greater than, secondary greater than, primary. And then now, how this dehydration takes place. We are going to see the reaction, that is how this dehydration takes place. How this dehydration takes place. That means first step is protonation. First step is protonation. Protonation. Proton. H plus is a proton. So protonated alcohol. Formation of protonated alcohol. This step is called protonation step. Protonation. Protonation means addition of H plus. Addition of H plus. So oxygen have a lone pair, no? This donates the lone pair electron to hydrogen and becomes plus. Accept the hydrogen and becomes plus. So it is formation of protonation, that is addition of proton. So a proton is nothing but H plus. It has a tendency to form a bond with oxygen. Oxygen already have a lone pair electron. This lone pair electron donated to H plus and form a bond with oxygen. So oxygen loses its lone pair, no? So it carries which sign? Plus sign. Deficient means plus. So it is called, this is ethyl. This is called ethyl. Oxygen plus means Em, oxonium ion. That is ethyl oxonium ion. Commonly it is called as protonated alcohol. Commonly it is called as protonated alcohol. And then now we are going to see the next step. So first step is protonation. First step is protonation. And the second step is formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. That means carbon carries which sign? Plus sign. Cation means plus. Carbon carries which sign? Plus sign. So now we get a protonated alcohol. So now protonated, in this protonated alcohol, what happens? Bond breaks here. So this bond shifts to oxygen and it goes out as a water. One bond carries how many electron? 2 electron, no? The 2 electron loosed by oxygen is again captured. So these 2 electrons come to oxygen means this again gain the lone pair electron and loses this plus sign, goes out as a water. So bond breaks here. Each bond carries 2 electron. The 2 electron comes to oxygen. Now no need to put the plus since it gained the 2 electrons. So it is removed as a water. This carbon loses the bond, no? So it carries which sign? Plus sign. Carbon carrying plus sign is called carbocation. Carbon carrying plus sign is called carbocation. And it is the slowest step. Slowest step is always the rate determining step, no? So the second step is a rate determining step. And the third one is formation of ethene. Now we are going to get the product ethene. Now we are going to get the product ethene by the elimination of water. By the elimination of water. How this elimination takes place? So now that already OH goes out. Now we are going to see the H plus. Acid. Proton comes from acid. Acid is a catalyst. It should not involve in the reaction. It should be comes out. So this H plus goes out leaving the bond. So this bond comes here. This again gained one bond, no? So this plus goes out. We get CH2 double bond CH2. CH2 double bond CH2. It is nothing but ethene. How this reaction takes place? First step, it gains one proton, no? Now it going to lose one proton as a H plus. Proton means H plus. So the bond comes here. This plus removes and we get ethene. And we get ethene. This is acid which is removed as a H plus. Given by the acid. It is a catalyst, so it should not be involved in the reaction. And the next one is oxidation. Oxidation is nothing but addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen. Addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. So oxidation is nothing but addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. Addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. So oxidation of alcohol involves, during oxidation, what are the process going to be takes place in alcohol? The formation of CO double bond. So the COH bond is there, no? It becomes double bond now. So formation of double bond in C bond O. And the cleavage of an OH Alcohol OH is there, no? That H breaks and CH bond. So hydrogen in oxygen and hydrogen in carbon breaks. And the new bond is formed between carbon and oxygen. So it becomes a double bond. So what is the steps going to take place here? That is oxidation of alcohol means addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. First you have to remove the hydrogen from carbon and oxygen. So this is the removal. And if you remove any atom or group from the adjacent carbon, introduce one bond, no? So double bond is formed. Let's see with the example. It is also known as dehydrogenation. Removal of hydrogen, no? So D means removal. Hydrogen. So removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen. Now we are going to see the primary alcohol. What happens when primary alcohol on oxidation? Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde. Aldehyde on oxidation gives acid. Secondary alcohol on oxidation gives ketone. So primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde. But acid with same number of carbon. That is more important. Same number of carbon. Primary alcohol on oxidation gives aldehyde. Aldehyde on further oxidation gives acid, but with the same number of carbon. Secondary alcohol on oxidation gives ketone. This one further oxidation gives acid, but with less number of carbon. Let's see this with the example. Now tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol on oxidation gives, instead of dehydrogenation, there occurs a dehydration reaction. Dehydrogenation means we know removal of hydrogen. Dehydration means removal of water. Minus sign represents the removal. Why instead of dehydrogenation, dehydration takes place? Why instead of dehydrogenation, why dehydration takes place? This dehydration is due to the absence of alpha hydrogen. What is alpha hydrogen? That is hydrogen in carbon next to the functional group. Is called alpha hydrogen. Now we are going to see the oxidation reaction using strong oxidizing agent. So ethyl alcohol. Let's see the first primary alcohol. Primary alcohol on oxidation gives oxidizing agent, whether it may be sodium dichromate or potassium dichromate. Oxidation is nothing but addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen in carbon and one oxygen. So we get CH3CHO. Further on oxidation, one oxygen added here. Aldehyde becomes acid, acetic acid. Here also we have two carbon atom. So primary alcohol on oxidation gives acid with the same number of carbon. What about the secondary alcohol? CHOH is called secondary alcohol. No? Standard example is isopropyl alcohol. So it is a standard example for secondary alcohol. On same oxidizing agent. Addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen as a water. Now we get, if you remove any atom or group from the adjacent means, you introduce one bond. So now this single bond becomes double bond. CH3, double bond O. That is nothing but acetone. Which on further oxidation gives acid. Isopropyl alcohol. Secondary alcohol on oxidation gives ketone, that is acetone, which on further oxidation gives acid. Here consider 1, 2, 3 carbon is there. 1, 2, 3. But in the product only 2 carbon is there. So secondary alcohol on oxidation gives acid with less number of carbon. 1 carbon less than the alcohol. Now this is one of the special oxidizing agent, that is CrO3. There is anhydrous chromium oxide. That is used for the isolation of aldehyde. Important one mark. So if you want to stop the oxidation up to aldehyde means you can use this reagent. So ethyl alcohol, primary alcohol and oxidation gives aldehyde, with further oxidation gives acid. But if you want to stop up to aldehyde means use CrO3. Same reaction, addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen. We get CH3CHO. O. So this is the oxidation of which alcohol? Primary alcohol. Now another reagent is there to form a aldehyde from primary alcohol. How to form a aldehyde from primary alcohol? There is another special reagent called PCC. PCC. Pyridinium chlorochromate. That is pyridine chlorochromate. So CrO3 plus pyridine HCl. This is PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate. It is used to oxidize to aldehyde. That means to get aldehyde. To stop the oxidation at the stage of aldehyde or ketone. Another reducing oxidizing agent is PCC. PCC. Let's see with the example. Now it is a primary alcohol. Primary alcohol. That is primary alcohol example is N-propyl alcohol. It is PCC. What happens? Oxidation takes place. H, one oxygen. So we get CH3, CH. Primary alcohol, that is N-propyl alcohol. Primary alcohol, that is N-propyl alcohol. With PCC, PCC is pyridinium chlorochromate. That is with on oxidation, PCC on oxidation, it is used to stop the oxidation at the aldehyde or ketone. Primary alcohol, so we are going to stop the oxidation at aldehyde. How this oxidation takes place? Addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen goes out. We get aldehyde. Propione aldehyde, CH3CH2, CHO, propione aldehyde. Now, we have a double bond as well as primary alcohol. Double bond as well as primary alcohol. PCC oxidize only the primary alcohol to aldehyde. Primary alcohol to aldehyde. So now, how this reaction? Same oxidation process. Addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen. So H2O goes out. CH3CH double bond CH bond CHO. Bond CHO. That is, what is the name? 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon is there. So bute. Second carbon we have a double bond. So ene. First carbon OH. 2 butanol. It's also correct. Bute 2 ene 1 ol. Now it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Same 4 carbon bute. Second carbon we have a double bond. So 2 ene. Aldehyde is there. So Al. Aldehyde is there. So Al. Next, secondary alcohol with CrO3. CrO3. This also used to stop the reduction at the oxidation at the stage of aldehyde or ketone. Aldehyde or ketone. So it is ketone. Now isopropyl alcohol, it is a secondary alcohol. Oxidation, oxygen, removal of hydrogen. If any atom are removed from the adjacent atom means we have to introduce one bond, no? So it becomes C double bond O. C double bond O. It is nothing but acetone. It is nothing but acetone. Now we are going to see the catalytic dehydrogenation. Catalytic dehydrogenation. Name itself mentioned. D means removal. What is that? Hydrogen. So it is nothing but removal of hydrogen. What is the reagent for catalytic dehydrogenation? Copper at 573 Kelvin. Copper at 573 Kelvin means it is a reagent for catalytic dehydrogenation. So consider a primary alcohol, that is ethyl alcohol. Primary alcohol is ethyl alcohol. That is standard example. Dehydrogenation. Only hydrogen is removed here. Primary alcohol and dehydrogenation gives aldehyde. Dehydrogenation gives aldehyde. That means the secondary alcohol gives ketone. Secondary alcohol gives ketone. That is our first secondary alcohol. Standard example for secondary alcohol is isopropyl alcohol, no? So CH3, CHOH, CH3. Secondary alcohol. Copper at 573 Kelvin is nothing but dehydrogen. D, removal of hydrogen, dehydrogenation. So H2 goes out. If you remove any atom or group from the adjacent atom means you have to introduce one bond. So it becomes double bond. So it becomes double bond. So C double bond O. This is isopropyl. This shows iso. 3 carbon atoms. So propyl. Alcohol. It is a secondary alcohol since it have CHOH. CHOH. And this is acetone. And the next one is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohol means compound containing COH. Standard example for tertiary alcohol is tertiary butyl alcohol. Here we are going to see the copper at 573 Kelvin, that is dehydrogenation. This does not undergoes dehydrogenation. Instead, it undergoes dehydration. Why it undergoes dehydration? Due to the absence of alpha hydrogen. This is our functional group, no? This is alpha carbon. There is no hydrogen is there. Alpha hydrogen. So, it undergoes dehydration. If you remove any atom or group from the adjacent carbon, you have to introduce one bond, no? So, CH3, CH3, here it becomes double bond CH2. It is nothing but isobutylene. Tertiary butyl alcohol not undergoes dehydrogenation. It undergoes dehydration, that is removal of water. Dehydration means removal of water. Why it undergoes dehydration instead of dehydrogenation? It is due to the absence of alpha hydrogen. Due to the absence of alpha. What is alpha hydrogen? This is alpha carbon, which is next to the functional group is alpha. Here we have a no hydrogen atom. So this is due to the absence of alpha hydrogen, it undergoes dehydration in this manner. So we get isobutylene. Isobutylene. So this is the chemical properties.